Shalom, this is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in true sincerity. The writing to the scripture, this is Psalms 2 and 1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" So, back then, the heathen raging, they were against Yahweh Shai. Because they wanted to put a stop to Yahweh Shai. So they wanted to put a stop to all the things that he was doing. So much so that they sought to kill him. Let's get that word heathen. The Gentiles. And that included the persecution of the church also. They wanted to persecute the church after Yahweh Shai returned back into the heavens. Because he was causing a lot of uproar, so to speak. And that's what they do in this day and age. The heathen rage. They hate us. And one of those thongs to multi or wrestling, one of those heathen raging is Mr. Vocab Malone himself. They rage, they hate, they can't stand the fact that so-called black, Latino, Native American is debunking his white power, his white supremacist belief system. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Because it is a vain thing to think that you're going to persuade or you're going to debunk the truth. That's a vain thing, because it's not going to happen, man. It's too late. It's too late. The video's already been out. The teachers already out there. The apostles been out there. The men of the Lord been out there. It's a vain thing for you to try to stop. There's no stopping something that can't be stopped, man. This truth, like the Apostle Gada Gabar says, this thing of ours is past the point of no return, man. It doesn't matter how much camps Vocab Malone shows up at. He's not gonna stop this truth. So let's get a few scriptures. Psalms 10 and 2. It's a real quick lesson. It says, Psalms 10 and 2 says, "The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor." So part of that heathen raging, there's going to come persecution. Part of that, the heathen raging and hating and being against the men of the Lord, is going to be persecution. Run that back again. "The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire and blesses the covetous, whom the Lord abhors." See that? So they're boasting of their heart desire. Their heart desire is for the so-called white man to be God. That's why they push so heavily this Caesar Borgia. That's one of their heart's desires. That's one of their wicked desires that they boast about. Claiming themselves to be the Most High, claiming themselves to be as God. Come down to verse 6. And Vocab Malone was an agent of Esau. Whatever terror he is, he's an agent of Esau. So this scripture fits him, because he's an agent of Esau. It says, Psalm 10 and 6, "He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, I shall never be in adversity." That's the mentality of the white man. And they hate the fact that the so-called black, Latino, Native American man and confusion of faith are waking up to the true power of the universe, the God of the Israelites. Not the God of the Edomites, not the God of the Ammonites, not the God of the so on and so forth, and all the other nations, but the God of the Israelites, the power of the Israelites. It says, "He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity." That's what Vocab Malone brings. Cursing, deceit, fraud, mischief, and vanity. "He sitteth in the lurking place of the villages, in the secret places he murdered the innocent, their eyes are privy to the poor. He lies in wait, secrets a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor, but he draws him to his net. He crouches and humbles himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. And that's all describing of the coming persecution, martial law, and the so-called list that they're going to have the men of the Lord on. They have brothers on list. They have apostles on list. And that was proven by 9/11 when the apostles were rounded up. Because they had them on lists already for preaching the word and nothing else. And they were freed from that by the hand of the Most High. Let's get Psalms 83 and 4. Because the people that are doing that are the enemies of the Lord. So when you come into this truth, you got to understand that you have enemies. The heathen raging, those are the enemies of the Lord. The heathen rage that imagine a vain thing, those are the enemies of the Lord. And this is Psalm 33 and 4. It says, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult. We read in Psalm 2 and 1, the heathen raging, that's a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head, and that's what they're doing. And their first line of defense right now is the false teacher, vocab Malone. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. See that? And what vocab Malone brings, he brings a crafty counsel. He brings a crafty counsel, trying to debunk the truth, which he cannot and will not do because he hasn't done it yet, man. You can see his lack of understanding of the scriptures plainly. That they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more remembrance. That's exactly what they want to do. That's exactly what the heathen raging, that's exactly what they want to do. That's exactly what the agent vocab Malone wants to do. Because that's his mission, that's his assignment. Because they've done it. They did cut us off from being a nation. But now through the spirit and prophecy, we are knowing who we are once again. So they're sending out their agent there to try that last attempt. But it's too late, man. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. And if you read on, they read about the enemies of the Most High, which are all the other nations. So you got to understand that you have enemies in this truth, man. You got to understand that we are put up against an opposing force, but in a spiritual war. But we have the Most High on our side, and the Most High is on their side too. So either way, we win. He's on their side because they have to do those things for the fulfillment of prophecy on the left-hand side. He's on our side because we're fulfilling prophecy too. And if you understand the Bible, we're going to win. We already won. How should I say? Fear not, little flock. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Well, that's not exactly how it goes, but as to overcome the world. John 16 and 33. It says, these things are spoken unto you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation. Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. So the victory is already in the hands of the elect, in the hands of the righteous, in the hands of the power of the Israelites. So we'll close it on this. Psalms 21:11 says that, for they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform because they're severely failing in their assigned mission, which was to hide the truth from the men of the Lord, because it was prophecy that was going to be revealed back unto us. Therefore shalt thou make them turn their back, when thou shalt make ready thine arrows upon thy strings against the face of them. Be thou exalted, O Yahweh, in thy own strength, so we will sing and praise thy power. So we understand who the victory belongs to. So with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most I will and hope was edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Let's keep on pushing. Shalom.